Okay, can you tell me what your age and what is your ethnic background?
I'm 22 and I'm British Chinese,
Are you currently studying or working at the moment?
studying BA Photography third year.
Do you believe in any religion?
My family is Taoist, but it's only something that we do once a year.
Okay. How would you describe yourself in a few sentences or a few words?
Say kind, calm, shy. Yeah, kind of.
What is your favourite movie and why?
I would say from last year, Her, but the world that they built in was really interesting, and the story was really interesting. It was good layering in the movie.
Okay, so what is your favourite taste?
I like spicy foods, but yeah, I think spice is probably my favourite.
When do you feel the most free?
It's kind of weird, but I feel more. I either feel free in my room by myself, or when I'm on like a landscape shoot by myself. Very different places, but they're both. I feel free because I'm alone more.
If you could stop one thing from happening that has happened, what would it be? You can take your time, it's fine.
Are you thinking more like stuff like Hitler or
anything? Could be anything you want.
Because that's going to be quite typical. I guess stopping the Holocaust.
Okay. What is your biggest regret?
Probably not keeping in touch with my primary school or secondary school friends.
What is your biggest worry?
Not being liked or not having friends, I guess, or family.
What's been on your mind lately, if any?
F&P coming up.
What do you usually daydream about?
Meeting new people in different places, or going to a new place and meeting different people.
What or whom exactly do you miss the most?
Well, since this is our final year and it's coming to the end, I guess miss being back in primary school or secondary school. More relaxed now that the real world is coming.
pretty much. Yeah.
coming.
Yeah. If you were given one wish, what would it be?
Mm. Really weird. I'm thinking of all like. It feels like you're in the. What's it called? Like Miss Universe type things, and when people ask, "Oh, what?" the
What-
typical answer would be, well, peace or no hunger and stuff like that. That's all I can think of.
If there's one thing you could change about yourself, what would it be and why?
I would change my eczema because I feel like it's making me less. I'm more nervous around people and more conscious about myself, what I look like because of my eczema, and that makes me more shy.
What was your biggest struggle that you had to overcome, if any?
Well, I had to really think about if I wanted to do photography after foundation, because I did a foundation year and I didn't actually get into any courses. So I took a gap year out and I was just working at my parents' restaurant. So I don't know. That's when do I really want to try and get into other unis again, or should I just want a job?
What experience have you had that has changed your perspective quite massively? You can take your time for that one.
What can you ask that one again?
So what experience have you had that's changed your perspective quite massively?
Well, I think uni life made me more social.
Yeah.
Because I was quite in school I always stayed behind class just doing extra work, didn't really socialise much.
What memory could you explain to me that's quite vivid in your mind that you will always remember?
Well, since I was thinking about foundation,
Yeah.
when I got the news, I didn't get into any uni. I didn't get to the same uni as I was there before, and I think I posted on Facebook, and because I was living in Hawes, one of my friends came up and she just said sorry and just hugged, and I was crying.
Try and explain to me your hopes and dreams.
To have a job that I really like and not worry about money.
Try and describe to me an embarrassing moment that's happened to you.
Oh, for God's sake. There's only one that I'm thinking of, and I don't want to say this one. You know the question. You know that one. You're thinking. Yeah, I don't have to say that. I had to tell that story then if I can't think of anything else.
Okay.
On my 21st birthday, I was planning to just go to my parents' restaurant to work because it was a Friday night and it was usually very busy and everything, and I wasn't planning to do anything big.
Yeah.
And when I walked into work, my uncle, who's the manager of the restaurant, he wasn't dressed, and yet there was some of my friends, some of his friends in the restaurant. And I was a bit confused, and he gave me a hula gal suit costume with the coconut stuff as well, and he told me to get dressed, and and he gave me 21 plastic flower necklaces.
Yeah.
That you get in the Caribbean and everything, and I had to get rid of them by the end of the night by either getting a girl to buy me a drink or getting a girl to kiss me.
Yeah.
And since this was at 6 o'clock in 6 p.m. And we're going, so it's still quite bright outside, and we end up going to like bars, and there was a lot of old women, and none of them wanted to buy me any drinks. I don't know if they're skimped or not, but so that was very embarrassing. But after a couple more drinks, I kind of grew into it a bit more. I did. I ended up getting rid of all of them, but my uncle was still pushing me on, even though I got rid of them all. So there was, I think, the last one I did, I even got rid of my hula coconuts by by a girl, and I think I would say out of those 22, probably 3 or 4 of them were under the age of 30. So yeah, that's very embarrassing.
How would you like to leave your mark on the world?
I remember telling this to my friend when I was in secondary school. I said to him, no, I don't want to be remembered by how much money I had, by being rich or getting it that way. I want to be remembered for what I did, something not physical I did, but something that's memorable I did.
Yeah.
Because physical things can be thrown away, but memories last forever, I guess.
What do others usually say about you as a person?
shy.
Mm.
I'm a very shy person.
What is a bad habit that you have?
Watching too many YouTube videos.
Now you can ask me one question. Anything else?
Since that's quite emotional, I'm
Right.
going to ask you, when was the last time you really, really cried? Like, emotionally. Not saying movies, but saying real life.
Probably when my gran passed away. It's not even, it's because she died in a plane going over to Dubai as one of her stopovers.
Mm-hmm.
And no one was around her. Nobody that she loved was around her. And that's what upsetted me the most. And then when it came to the funeral, I didn't cry. When I saw her body, I didn't cry. It took me about a few months until I actually started crying. And then, even then, I still think that my gran's still here. And that's what makes me... I try not to think about it, but every time when I do think about it, I start crying.
Oh, I'm sad now. I shouldn't have asked that question.
But yeah.
Oh.